Well, hello there, and welcome to another episode of Scouting 5, recapping scouting news from around the world for the week of August 9th, 2021. I'm Scouter Ken, and I'm once again recording from St. Albert, Alberta. The World Organization of the Scouting Movement this week is honoring the legacy and contributions of the Reverend Jim Sharp to scouting worldwide. Mr. Sharp was the former Global Director for Corporate Services in the World Scout Bureau. He died unexpectedly at his home in Geneva, Switzerland recently. Mr. Sharp served the World Organization of Scouting for 30 years. He originally joined in 1983, joined the World Scout Bureau at its Geneva office as a director of program, and played a key role in the development of the World Youth Program policy. In 2007, he became the director for WSOM's institutional support and coordinator of the Office of the Secretary General. In this role, he provided constitutional and institutional support and guidance and advice to generations of World Scout Committee members during a time in which WSOM went through a bunch of profound organizational and constitutional changes. He was also a key support for the World Scout Committee's Constitutions Committee and the Honors and Awards Committee. In 2010, he was promoted to the Executive Director of General Management, one of two senior management roles within the Geneva office, reporting to the Secretary General of the World Organization. He retired in December of 2014 as the Global Director of Corporate Services, leaving behind this exemplary legacy of commitment to the scouting movement that he loved. Since his retirement, he has dedicated his time to sharing his faith and supporting others in theirs, serving as the Presbytery Clerk to the International Presbytery of the Church of Scotland. The Portuguese Scout Federation, along with the National Youth Council and the Ministry of Health in Portugal, have launched a campaign called It's Our Turn, Take Care of Yourself, Take Care of Portugal. And as you might expect, this initiative is aimed at raising awareness amongst young people about the importance of getting vaccinated against COVID-19. The campaign, broadly speaking, is divided into two main steps. There's an online initiative that lasted over 15 days. That is actually now wrapped up. It began on July 22nd of 2021. The idea there being to disseminate and promote the campaign through online channels. The second phase is now underway, and this is when Scouts and other members of the National Youth Council are organizing face-to-face promotion of the vaccine in cities, places like Porto, Lisbon, and Faro. Wearing QR code t-shirts, Scouts are giving direct support to young people, encouraging them to schedule appointments, and helping to increase their awareness of and confidence in the available vaccines. A tornado ripped through several villages in South Moravia, a region in the east of Czechia, and local Scouts quickly rallied, along with other volunteers, to offer their support in this disaster area. Members of local Scout groups quickly implemented a crisis management system, handling logistics and personnel organization, communication, and even IT responsibilities. 200 young people so far have been directly involved in mobilizing and coordinating assistance efforts in the area. Immediately after the first reports of the tornado, Scouts in the vicinity of the event rushed to mobilize. The House of Culture of Horonen turned rapidly into a help center dedicated to the distribution of essential supplies, bedding, water, hygiene, cleaning items. So a House of Culture has become, in effect, a warehouse and at the same time a central place for managing and organizing and distributing volunteers. The Scouts have also been handling the essential work of communications. They've created a call center for accepting offers and requests for help. They've also actually used the House of Culture's Facebook page to further enable them to, communicate and to manage communications. And members of the Czech Red Cross have also been taking a significant part in these activities, using the facilities for their psychologists and other staff. The 8th Africa Scout Jamboree, held virtually, closed on the 3rd of August. It ran for 6 days, full of engaging and fun learning activities, mostly delivered by the Uganda Scouts Association, with support from the Africa Support Center of the World Scout Bureau. 2,253 participants from 91 countries from around Africa and beyond attended via Zoom, and at least 155,000 others followed the live streams from various social media channels. So the event brought together young people to gain knowledge, skills, and to reflect on their contributions toward building better communities, a better Africa, and a better world. And that's really just some astounding numbers there. 2,200 and some odd participants actively taking part in all of the online events, and over 150,000 people tuning in from around the world, taking part in their way in what was going on at the 8th Africa Scout Jamboree. That's just awesome. I'm going to sound like a broken record on this one, but hey, Scout groups in your area probably need volunteers. The news story this week is coming from Sun Peaks. It's an area in Canada, so of course this is, Scouts Canada groups are looking for volunteers, but realistically, this is probably true of Scout organizations. Just about anywhere you happen to be in the world, there's probably a Scout group in your area that needs volunteers. We always need volunteers in Scouting, and we're more than happy to see people volunteer their time and their talents and their efforts towards bringing the Scouting program to more and more young people over the years. It really is an excellent way to give back to your community. Frankly, it's a lot of darn fun. The people who get involved in Scouting as Scouters are, honestly, they tend to be some of the best people you can meet. They're just fun to be with. The activities are fun. The planning is fun. They're just great people to hang out with. And they become a community. They rally around you when you're having a hard time or when you're having a good time. So if there's a Scout group in your area, reach out to them. See if they need a volunteer, because chances are they do. Scouts BSA Camp Fleischmann, which is near Chester, California, has sustained some damage from the Dixie Fire, one of several wildfires that has ravaged the California countryside over the summer. The camp has sustained what is initially estimated to be about $750,000 worth of damage. The hardest hit area is on the southeast side of the camp, where the fire is estimated to have destroyed about 13 cabins, as well as the camp's main generator. It also destroyed the camp's medical facility, a storage building near Lake Fleischmann, and possibly the water line that was first used in May of 2021. That said, as bad as that news is, the camp itself did survive the wildfire. Most of the rest of the camp is untouched by it, and while it is difficult for the Scouting Council in California and for the camp's program staff to face the fact that, the camp has sustained a significant amount of damage, they are happy to report that the main camp, the heart of the camp, did in fact survive. So they do expect that they will be able to rebuild from the damage that was sustained. And fortunately, no Scouts or Scouters were hurt when the fire ravaged the part of the camp that it did. And that is all the news I have for you this week. Thank you again for listening, and until next time, be prepared.